Good afternoon and happy Motivational Monday to each and every one of you. It is my hope and prayer that your day has been going great because mine certainly has. Y'all listen, let's jump into today's video because I need to get Dad up to physical therapy in an hour. So today I'm going to be sharing 7 signs that you are truly a good person. And this is based off Stoic wisdom. If you know me, then you know I love the Stoic quotes and motivation. So even if you don't see it, these signs reveal your true character. Number one, and I did say 7 and a takeaway. So number one, it hurts you to hurt others. Even when you were the one that got hurt, you still choose kindness. Yo, that's a hard place to be, and I find myself there all the time when somebody does something to me, because I promise you, if I have to get with you, it's because you started it. I don't go around starting things with people, but I will finish it because I'm not the one or the two, as young folks say, but I digress. But it does hurt me when I say hurtful things to people, even though they started it. So that's a sign that you truly are a good person. And guess what? In spite of all of that, I still will pray for them. I still pray for those who choose to try to come up against me. Number 2, you help without expecting anything in return. Real generosity is silent. When I help you, I help you. I don't tell other folks. If you choose to tell them, that's on you. But me personally, I don't tell other people, oh, I help so-and-so do ABCXYZ, because I'm not looking for anything in return. I don't want a pat on the back. I'm helping you because you need the help, or I'm helping you because God placed it in my spirit to help you. And I've done it for an individual or individuals that I didn't even really care for, but there was a need, and so I did it anyway. Number 3, you keep your word because integrity matters more to you than convenience. You're a good person when you keep your word and it's not convenient for you to do the thing that you said you were going to do, but you keep your word and you do it anyway. Number 4, you forgive even when it's hard, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. And if you know me, then you know I'm always talking about peace. You deserve to have peace in your life, just like I do. We all do. So I can forgive. Now, I've shared this before. If you've been around a while, you've heard me say this. I can forgive, but I don't want a reunion. Okay? I'll forgive you, but there will be no reunion. You don't have to say good morning. You don't have to say good evening. You don't have to say good night. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to speak. You don't have to acknowledge. You don't have to do any of that. But I still forgive you. But I'm choosing now to keep you at arm's length. Why? Because you've shown me who you are. You really have. So I'm not walking around harboring hate and ill will towards anybody, because that disturbs my peace, and my peace is powerful to me. It may not be to you, but it is to me. So just remember that. Number 4, you celebrate others' success. You celebrate others' success. Jealousy has no place in your heart. Let me tell you something. Anytime somebody is winning, I am happy for them. I am truly happy for everybody that's winning. I don't have a jealous bone in my body. I really don't. You know why? Because I always tell myself, all right, if God is blessing that person, my blessing is coming. If God has blessed all these people over here, my blessing is coming. So I don't have a reason to be jealous for anybody. I'm happy anytime people are able to do and accomplish the things that they want to do. I'm happy anytime God is blessing them. Maybe He touched you and healed you. Maybe He provided for you when you had a need and you didn't know where you were going to be able to turn to get that need met. Never am I jealous. I am truly always happy for people who are living their best lives, who are lacking nothing, who are just moving up, you know what I'm saying, and doing better for themselves. There's no reason to be jealous. Just like God blessed them, He's going to bless you too. Number 6, you choose honesty even when lies would be easier. Truth is your compass. There are times when situations arise and it would be so much easier to tell a lie because you don't want to hurt that person's feelings, but you choose to be honest. And y'all, if I look like I'm glowing and glistening, that's because even though it's like 70 something here and it's a little breeze, I'm sitting in the car and I'm just not gonna burn up my gas, burning air. So I do apologize if it looks like I'm glistening because it is a little warm. But I digress. I was saying how sometimes things will happen and it would be so much easier to say, I really like that. And you don't. But when you're a truly good person, you can tell the person the truth. Now remember, telling the truth is always how you say it. It's not really what you say, it's how you say it. Because truth is your compass. So if you bought me a dress and I didn't like that dress, why am I going to sit and lie and say, oh yeah, I love this dress? No, full well, I'm thinking, what in the world would make this person think that I would ever wear this? So it's easier for me to be honest with you and say, you know what? Thank you for the gesture. That's not really my style, but maybe we can go back to the store and exchange it for something else. You see what I'm saying? Or better yet, if you know that you have a style that people may not be aware of, if they want to buy you, like my dad, perfect example. I've learned over the years that you don't buy dad clothes because he has his own style. Not that it's bad, but he has his own style, things that he likes. So we give him gift cards. That way he can go and buy whatever it is that he wants to buy. So again, a good person is going to be honest with you. Just like if you have a friend whose behavior is sketchy, let's just say that, you're not going to pretend that it's okay. You're going to sit them down and say, listen, what's going on? What's going on with you? Because you've been acting kind of different lately. You're doing ABC, but that's not Christ-like. You know that God is not pleased with the way you're living your life. That's what a true good person with a good heart is going to do. And you see how I said that? I didn't come at it from the standpoint of, what you doing with your life? You out here acting a plum fool. No, that's not the way to do it. Like I said, it's not always what you say, it's the way you say it. Say it from a loving place. And if you're a good person, it's going to come out that way anyhow. Number 7, you'd rather lose with dignity than win by betraying yourself. Your values guide every choice. Honey, let me tell you something. I would rather lose every day with dignity than to win by betraying myself. That's a no-brainer, and that should be for all of us. But when you're truly a good person, you don't mind losing with dignity than to win by betraying yourself, because your values guide every choice that you make. Your values tells a lot about you. I don't think people truly realize that, but they do. So when you act the way you act, when you talk the way you talk, your values tell me a lot about how you carry yourself. And believe it or not, the way I carry myself says a lot about me too. And some people just don't care, and others don't even think about it. So think about, how you act and react to things. And here's your takeaway. The world won't always applaud you, but goodness doesn't need applause because it's a reward in itself. Let me tell you something. I said this on my TikTok video. And I also did a short here not Instagram, I'm sorry. Well, Instagram, yes, but also here on YouTube. And I talked about that. When I do something, I don't need to be applauded. And I always tell people, if I do something for you, nobody's going to know about it unless you tell them. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, because everybody doesn't need to know what I did for you. If you choose to tell people, that's on you. But I'm not going to tell anybody. Why? Because everybody doesn't need to know that I did something good for this person. I had a coworker, and I've told this story before, but it's been a good little while now. I had a coworker, and at the time, this coworker just would get on my last good nerves just by their presence. Let me just be honest. And I heard them on the phone with their daughter who wanted to go to the mall with their friends, and said that she wanted some money. The coworker said, well, I don't have extra money to give you. I got to figure out where I'm going to get money from to pick up my medicine. And my coworker is a diabetic. And so as I heard that, because when you work in cubicles, you can hear everything. And so as I heard that, God spoke to me and said, give her $20. And I had to do the side eye. I said, Lord, now I don't care for this woman. You know that. So why am I giving her my money? And God said, give her the $20. So I said, all right, fine, I'm going to do it. So when she walked away from her desk, I walked over and slid $20 like under her keyboard. But it was sticking out enough where if she was paying attention, she would see it. So I said, I'm going to put it right here. So if she doesn't see it, and I come back and it's there, I'm going to take it back. You know, God, I know he has to laugh at us sometimes. And so a few hours went by, and she came over to my cubicle and she gave me the biggest hug. And I'm looking like, what is that for? She said, thank you so much. Now, by then, I'd forgotten all about it because I'm deep in my work. And I said, thank you for what? She said, I know it was you that gave me the money. And I said, oh, yeah. And then from that day on, we were good. I mean, we were in a much better place. And so I said all of that to say that when you are a good person, you will see somebody in need and you will bless them regardless of how you feel about them. Now, I'm not saying that you always have to give them money, but you could just give them a few lines of prayer to say, Lord, I don't know what's going on with them, but I need you to fix it, Jesus. Step in, show up, show out as only you can. Touch their bodies, Lord, heal them. Touch their minds and heal them. Whatever that thing may be, you can always help somebody else, okay? Y'all, listen, that's all I have. Hopefully something I said resonates with you and helps you to understand that you truly are a good person. You may not see it. And you may say, because I've done it before, I said, well, Lord, now you know what I said to that person when they got on my last good nerve. And I had to ask you to forgive me. You know what I said, Lord. And God says, I know that, but I know your heart. And that's what I love about God. See, man looks at the outward appearance, but God looks at the heart. And God says, I know your heart. I know that you're a good person. Yeah, you know, people can get under your skin, and you can say things that are not pleasing to me, but I know how to always run to God and ask for forgiveness. And I ask for forgiveness truly from the bottom of my heart because I'm not a bad person. Now, people push me to the extreme sometimes, but I'm not a bad person at all. And so I just want you to know that you are a good person. Regardless of what you said to somebody yesterday, today, or the day before, what you may say tomorrow, you are a good person. And don't you ever let anybody tell you otherwise, okay? Y'all, listen, that's it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap the bell, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And feel free to leave a comment if you like. And for those of you that reach out and encourage me, thank you so very much. See, just like I'm a support system for many people, I love it when I have a support system as well. So thank you so much for always encouraging me. If this is not your first rodeo, welcome back. You know, y'all know I miss you when I don't get a chance to see you. Go out there, enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. No matter where you go or what you do, have fun, but be safe. And as always, I love you to the moon and back, and there's nothing that you can ever do to change it because I love you. And you can't do anything about it. Now, as I like to end my video, continue to pray for me as I'm always going to be praying for you. And watch God change things. Oh, y'all, wait a minute. I almost forgot. Before I forget, hot off the press, my latest 2 journals are ready for purchase on Amazon. If you go into the description box below, the links are already there. One of them is Strong Women in the Bible. It's a study journal. And the other one that just released on Saturday, I believe it was, or it might have been yesterday, it's called Women of the Bible Study Journal. And this journal, it covers all of the women in the Bible. So it's broken down by Old Testament named, Old Testament unnamed. New Testament named, New Testament unnamed. Now you might be thinking, sure, what the heck does that mean? Well, you know, in the Old Testament, we know about Eve, right? Because we know her by name. But there's some people in the Old Testament that we don't know by name, like Lot's wife. She's always referred to as Lot's wife. We don't know what her name was. And not that it really even matters, but that's how it's broken down. So make sure you get your copy. And for those of you that have been supporting me on my journal business, because I've been a published author now for a while. I think I published my first book probably back in like 2008 or something. So those of you that have been rocking with me and supporting me by purchasing your journals, thank you so very much. I truly appreciate you. Okay, just know that I truly appreciate you. Now y'all go out there, enjoy the rest of your day. Love you, and we'll talk again on Wednesday.